Hollywood has seen countless stars rise and far too many fall. From sudden tragedies to heartbreaking farewells, these 50 celebrity deaths between 2000 and 2025 shook the world. Here are the lives we lost, forever remembered. Michael Jackson wasn't just a global superstar. He was a cultural revolution. With unmatched performances and timeless music, he shaped generations. His sudden death left an irreplaceable void in the music world and hearts of millions who grew up with his sound. Brittany Murphy was the sweetheart of late 90s and early 2000 cinema. Her charm, quirkiness, and emotional depth made her performances unforgettable. Her unexpected death reminded Hollywood how fragile life behind the spotlight can truly be. Paul Walker's tragic death hit especially hard because he died in a real-life car crash, just like the high-speed thrillers he starred in. Known for his humility, charity, and passion for cars, he was more than just an action hero. He was deeply loved on and off-screen. Robin Williams was a whirlwind of humor and emotion, able to make us cry and laugh in the same breath. Behind the joy he gave us was his own struggle with mental illness, a tragic reminder that sometimes the ones who smile the brightest are battling the darkest storms. Philip Seymour Hoffman brought raw humanity to every role he played, whether villain, victim, or genius. He was regarded by many as one of the finest actors of his generation. Joan Rivers was unapologetically bold, fiercely funny, and never afraid to say what others wouldn't. She broke down barriers for women in comedy and made people laugh for decades. Carrie Fisher wasn't just royalty in a galaxy far, far away. She was a warrior for mental health, female strength, and truth. Her candidness and dry wit made her beloved far beyond her iconic role. The Force will always be with her memory. Debbie Reynolds was one of Hollywood's golden-era treasures, lighting up screens with her charm, poise, and unforgettable voice. Her passing, just one day after her daughter Carrie Fisher, was a heartbreaking final act of maternal love that moved the world. Chester Bennington's voice became the soundtrack of a generation grappling with inner demons. His music expressed pain that many couldn't put into words. Kobe Bryant wasn't just a basketball legend. He was a symbol of discipline, legacy, and determination. His tragic death alongside his daughter Gianna shocked the world and reminded us how fragile life can be, even for the heroes we think are invincible. Nia Rivera's sudden loss was heartbreaking, especially for fans who watched her powerful presence blossom on screen. She died a hero, saving her son. Her legacy lives on in her strength, her talent, and the lives she touched. Chadwick Boseman embodied strength, dignity, and silent courage. While battling cancer privately, he gave the world its first black superhero icon. His legacy is eternal, not just as T'Challa, but as a symbol of grace under pressure. Eddie Van Halen revolutionized the sound of rock music. His energy, technique, and innovation redefined guitar playing forever. Even after his passing, his riffs continue to echo across generations. Larry King was the voice behind 1,000 Interviews. He was curious, sharp, and iconic. For decades, he sat across from the world's most powerful people and made them human. DMX's gritty voice and raw lyrics made him a defining voice of his generation. He was open about his struggles, his faith, and his battles. His story was one of survival, pain, and undeniable impact in the hip-hop world. Norm Macdonald was comedy's quiet genius, unpredictable, dry, and deeply original. He battled cancer privately for years, never letting it define him. His humor, intelligence, and humility left a lasting mark on comedy history. Betty White was America's golden girl, beloved for decades of humor, kindness, and grace. Her passing, just weeks before her 100th birthday, felt like the end of an era. She left behind generations of laughter and love. Bob Saget was everyone's TV dad, warm, funny, and full of life. Off-screen, he was just as kind and generous. His sudden death was a painful reminder of how fleeting even the brightest lives can be. Taylor Hawkins brought joy and energy to the stage every time he played. His drumming was the heartbeat of one of rock's biggest bands. Losing him was like losing the rhythm of a generation's soundtrack. And Hetchy was fearless, both in her acting and her personal life. Known for bold performances and bold choices, she brought depth and humanity to every role. Ray Liotta delivered one of cinema's most unforgettable performances in Goodfellas. His intensity and honesty made him a true acting force. He passed quietly but left behind a roaring legacy. Aaron Carter lived a fast, high-profile life from a young age. Despite public struggles, he remained creative and resilient. His loss was a reminder of the pressures young stars face too soon. Angela Lansbury was a timeless figure in television and film. With elegance and wit, she lit up every screen she appeared on. She was a true matriarch of the stage and screen. Lisa Marie Presley carried the torch of a music dynasty. Her life was filled with highs and heartbreaking lows, yet she remained deeply devoted to her father's legacy and her children. Robbie Coltrane brought magic to life as Hagrid in the Harry Potter films. His warmth and presence made him a beloved figure to fans worldwide. He was a gentle giant on screen and in our hearts. Tina Turner was a powerhouse. Her voice, energy, and resilience defined generations. She rose from adversity to become a global icon. Her legacy is unstoppable, just like her spirit. Matthew Perry gave the world endless laughs as Chandler on Friends, but off-screen, he bravely battled his own demons. He used his platform to help others with addiction. Paul Rubens brought surreal joy and whimsy through his character Pee Wee Herman. A true original, he shaped childhoods and inspired creativity. His quirky brilliance will never be forgotten. Raquel Welch was more than beauty. She was trailblazing talent. She broke stereotypes and dazzled through decades of Hollywood. Her charm, confidence, and legacy remain timeless. James Gandolfini redefined television with his powerful performance as Tony Soprano. He brought depth and vulnerability to a brutal character, changing the TV landscape forever. Anton Yelchin was a young talent with an old soul. His performances showed great promise, and his tragic death was both bizarre and heartbreaking. Hollywood lost a future legend far too soon. Cory Monteith won hearts with his warm smile and authentic charm. As a Glee star, he helped redefine high school television. His untimely death was a painful loss to fans and co-stars alike. Amy Winehouse was raw, soulful, and deeply original. Her voice was iconic, her style unforgettable. Despite her struggles, she left behind music that still haunts and inspires. Luke Perry was a 90s heartthrob who grew into a beloved character actor. His role as Dylan McKay made him a pop culture icon. Leslie Jordan brought laughter during dark times, becoming a viral sensation with his heartwarming humor. He was a bright spirit both online and on screen. Bernie Mac was a comedic powerhouse with unmatched timing and charm. His unique voice and bold humor made him unforgettable. He left a deep mark on comedy that still resonates.